Hey out there in slot car land, how's everybody doing this week? Hope everybody's been safe and your year has started off well. If you're on the East Coast, I hope you guys are safe and sound and warm. With all the snow you guys have been getting yesterday and today, stay safe. Don't do anything crazy. Stay in and race slot cars. That's my advice for you. Today, I got two things. We're going to start our paint job on our dirt late model race car today. Probably the only thing we're going to get done with that today is we're going to get it primered, and we'll let that dry, and then we'll start laying tape in the next episode. And I have had a lot of comments through the break I took off and the last 2 weeks on some things. So we're going to answer some questions that people have been. I've answered them directly, but I'm going to put them in the video too to help everybody else out there and give us some other things going on. So first off, let's talk about the car. Went to Hobby Lobby yesterday. Bought a can of gray primer, lacquer primer, Testers, Model Masters. And then I got this really cool Mystic Emerald green. I don't know if you can see the sparkles in it, but that's going to look really cool. And then I picked up they call this Blazing Black, and it has, if you can see, it's got some sparkle kind of to it too. So I think those are going to be two really cool complementing colors for the. Of course, we're using the monster decals for this car, so the green kind of ties in with that. And we might do some white. I'm not quite sure yet, but when we start working out the paint, I've got an idea for the paint scheme, but we'll see what happens when we start laying tape and stuff in the next episode. So let's grab the body here. Get it off the chassis I've got it on, and we'll take it to the bathroom. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to wash it. So let me get the camera here, and I'm going to take it with me here. Walk through my disaster that's my son's bedroom to our man bathroom we have down here. So you can see we got all Lightning and Francesco Bernoulli and a Standard Oil sign and our Route 66 sign and then our big Golf sign. So I have some cool stuff at Hobby Lobby too when I was looking for the paint. And pardon the hand here, my new holder here. They have some light covers, switch covers. They're gonna look really cool for in here, and some drawer and door pulls, car oriented stuff. So that's gonna be cool. I'll show you guys that when we get them. Kind of a little off thing there. Let me get the camera set here, and we'll use a little soap here and washer just kicked in upstairs, lost water pressure. Get this all nice and fits, and then we'll let it dry for a little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll start laying some primer. Make sure you get all the soap off of it. We'll take this back to the hobby room. I've got a paper towel set up back there, so I'm going to put this, or not, no, I won't carry the camera. Let me dry my hands first, though. Yeah, we'll just use the sweat. Alright. Make sure I don't turn you guys off. I don't want to have to start this episode over. Alright, so come back in here. Put this back up here. We'll just dry it off a little bit here, and then we'll let it sit. We'll let it air dry for a little bit before we take it over to the paint booth and do some painting and whatnot. At least get the primer set on this, and then next episodes. This is probably going to take us a couple, like 2 or 3 episodes to get this done, which is pretty cool because we've got 2 episodes this month, 2 episodes next month, And then we're off to the fray at the 1st of March. So that'll be some cool stuff. So this will almost take us to the fray. So that'll be really good. Well, we'll let that dry for a minute. Let's let's talk about a couple of some comments I had, and some really cool comments, and just some general statements and whatnot. First off, I can't remember who asked it, but somebody asked an easy way to do your lane colors. There's a couple things you can do. There is some tape that you can buy. Several places sell lane tape. I know HORacing.com has some on his site, and there's a couple others. You can hand paint it with a brush, which is kind of tedious and kind of such work. The easiest thing I found to do my track, and I got this in a 4-pack, and they're standard lane colors. They're Testors paint pens, and the 4-pack was a blue, a yellow, a red, and a green, which is perfect lane colors. So this is probably the easiest way. I'm going to have to go back over them again. They're starting to fade a little bit, but these lines have been painted a couple of years now, probably at least like 3 or 4 years now. So you go back when you need to go back over them again. You just take the paint and go back over them again. So that's probably the easiest way to do it. You don't have to worry about the lane tape peeling up. You don't have to worry about it, doing anything like that. So that's my best bet to come up with. A couple of the comments we had. This one comes from the Tomei AFX track is the best episode that I did. This is from Tracy Scott Datamarsh. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And it's just a statement. He said Aurora Lock and Joiner is the best. I kind of agree with him to a certain extent. I've raced on Lock and Joiner tracks. They're really cool to race on. There's a lot of neat stuff you can buy with Lock and Joiner. The cobble track, the hump, the bridge track, the hump tracks that you can buy. They basically come in every standard radius, I think, that you can get now. But the problem with Lock and Joiner is finding enough to do a layout that you're not paying an arm and a leg for, that's in good condition, that you're not going to have to do any work on, to just hook up and race on it. Lock and Joiner's fun. It's nostalgic. It's really cool. You can do some really cool stuff with it. Like he said, the power and stuff on it is great. But if you're wanting to deal, especially if you're dealing with new cars, if you're running both T-Jet, if you're running the gamut from T-Jets all the way to Mega Gs and the faster cars, the best track is the Tomei AFX track in general. If you're a T-Jet guy and you just want to run T-Jet, Lock and Joiner is great. If you just want to run Magnatrax, if you just want to stick around the T-Jet, Magnatraction, Mega G area of cars, and even kind of into the G Plus cars, yeah, Lock and Joiner is great. But I'm talking to a broad audience, so my statement was a broad statement for everybody. That I think that for everybody, no matter what you run, whether you're running T-Jets up through your big super hopped up cars, Tomei is probably the best track out of the 3 commercials that you can buy out of Tyco, Tomei AFX, and Lifelike AFX, Tomei AFX is the best. So that's my thing, and I love that statement, and I agree with that statement to a certain extent. Couple other things, just in general, if I'm doing a video and I call a part wrong, I'm sorry. I have a tendency when I'm doing this. When I do my videos, I don't script anything. None of these are script. I'm going right off the cuff. I come up with an idea and we just go with it. And if I change something in the middle of the video, then I change something in the middle of the video. I don't want to stick to a script, especially when you're doing a tune. Because if I get a car off of eBay and like the T-Jet that we got off eBay that I gave my son for Christmas, that came straight out of the package. I had never opened that box because I knew what it was. And I opened it right on camera, and we tuned it and cleaned it, and it sits right on camera. And you can't script that because you don't know what that chassis is going to do when it gets on the track. And I want my videos to be, to help you guys and see what I do when you troubleshoot. You're shooting off the hip. You're trying motor magnets. You're trying motor brushes. You're trying different axles. You're taking a look at the wheels and making sure the wheel holes are drilled straight. I mean, I want to give you guys the most Kuntz experience that I can give you guys on what you would do when you got a package straight in from, like a car if you bought off of eBay, what you may have to do to make that chassis run right. So if I take the video in a different direction after we tune it and I start grabbing motor magnets and I put them in wrong the first shot, I'm sorry. It happens. We all do it. So just bear with me on that, and I love you guys, and you guys have just been kicking it here lately with views and with subscribers. Like I said in the last episode, what's happening for this year, we were at 66 subscribers. We're now at 81 subscribers as of today, so thank you guys. I love the stuff I'm getting with you guys, and I love the interaction we're starting to have. Another episode that we talked about was when I was talking about your different chassis and identifying your chassis. Somebody corrected me on what is lifelike now. I said it was Macron, and I forgot about this car when we did that video. This right here is an MR1, which I believe is a Macron car, and that's what them look like right there. Lifelike actually started life as Amrec. I think it's how Amarek or Amec. I think it's Amarek. I think how you pronounce it. Then it became Rocore, and then it became ways down the road. It became Lifelike. So I want to thank you guys. Several people sent that in to correct me. A couple of them also sent in that the one we missed in Tyco, the very first one, is an S chassis Tyco, which you are really hard to find. You can't even find those cars anymore. And then I remembered after the video that I even forgot an Aurora one before the T-Jet was the vibrator chassis. So, which really isn't a really good chassis to race. It's kind of the chassis that you would use on a lock and joiner track that you made a city of, and they don't move very fast. So, couple others. This is probably the coolest one. This one came from the last episode we did. This came from Eugene Harrington. It has to do with the comment I made about buying old in-package product, like an old Magnatraction car, an old G Plus car or something, still in the package, and actually opening it and doing a review of it right there on camera. He said, let me hold on. It says, here we go. About opening up mint vintage goodies. Please do it. It says, take the effort to breathe in the vintage factory air from the packaging. That's right. Don't let it go to waste. Let us all know what it smells like, especially the air from the Aurora factory. Please, it is scarce air, and I believe it gives us special powers on the track. Also, product evaluations and comparisons is a great idea. It's something I want to do this year with a couple of things. And then it says it's so hard these days for modern manufacturing with all the technology advancements to even come close to the quality of yesteryear, which I do agree with that. Magnatraction, I mean, the cars from the 60s, 70s, into about the early 80s are probably some of the coolest cars, some of the best made cars out there. Where were we at? Here it says, every amount fails in comparison to Aurora, which is, cool. Looking forward, he says he's looking forward to the freight trip and a couple other things there. So, that was really cool. Let's see, what was a couple other comments that we had? Basically, how I shoot my videos was another one. I shoot, like I said, these aren't scripted. They're not, I don't even edit these videos. I shoot them on my phone. That's the only thing I have to shoot them right now. Down the road, maybe I can get a nice camera and we can do some editing and I could put in some special effects and, some other cool stuff. But right now, I shoot it on my phone. If I notice things are going to run long, I pause and then I come back to you guys. And, I'm trying to keep these videos right around 30 minutes. I don't want to go over. So I shoot them on my phone. They go straight off of my phone and I straight download them to YouTube. And then I go to, after it's finally uploaded, which sometimes takes a while, I'll go into my Facebook and I'll start sharing them within the Facebook like pages on Facebook for slot cars. Another question was YouTube and how you subscribe and what subscribing does for you. I did some experiments on a couple of things. If you're watching on the computer from your Facebook page, and you go and I put something up and you guys watch it, when you click on it and it first brings it up before you start the video, if you click on the title of the video, it'll drop down a little screen and there'll be a little box that says subscribe. If you have a Google account, if you have like a Gmail email address, you already have a Google account. If setting up a Google account doesn't cost you anything, but if you already have a Google account, if you just click subscribe, you're subscribed. If you don't have one, then you might have to set up a Google account, and basically it just sets you up for YouTube pretty much. And then you can just subscribe and it's done. Basically, what subscribing does is it notifies you via an email when I post a video. When anybody you're subscribed to posts a video, YouTube will let you know that they just posted a video. So you'll be able to see it right then. Right as soon as it gets posted up, you can watch it. That's basically what it does for you. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost me anything to upload these videos. YouTube makes all their money off of advertisement. So subscribing doesn't cost you anything. You can subscribe to 1 billion channels if you want to, and it doesn't cost you a single cent other than your internet cost. So that's basically what it does for you. If you have a phone, if you have a smartphone and you have a YouTube app on your smartphone, you'll get a notification. You'll see the little YouTube symbol appear in the upper left-hand corner of your phone that that somebody that you're subscribed to has posted a video. So that's probably the easiest way. The same thing works with your phone and your Kindle. If you're watching them on a phone or a Kindle, if you click on the title of the video you're watching, it'll pop down and it'll give you a little subscriber button to subscribe. So that's what subscribing does for you. I've had quite a few questions about that. So those are some of the questions we had. Keep it up. Keep sending me comments. I'll comment to them as soon as I see them back to you directly, whether it's on Facebook or whether it's on YouTube. And then I'll kind of compile some of them every now and again, and we'll do this in a video or something, and I'll answer some questions on the video. So that's how we do things. And let's seems to be pretty dry here. So I'm going to put it on pause this time, and we'll go set up over by the paint booth. All right. Get the can all shaked up here. All right, let's do some primer. Alright, first coat on. Alright, so we'll let that dry for a little bit here. And then we will do some other stuff. So that's basically what we got going down here right now. I'll put a couple more coats of primer on it, and then we'll start doing some sanding, and we'll start laying some color in the next episode. So I hope you guys have a great 2 weeks, and keep out there, keep racing slot cars, keep subscribing, keep liking, keep watching, and keep sending me those comments. And I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.